A trembling reflection, our shapes laid over city lights, framed by that thin unfinished moon. Your cheek presses lightly to the glass, stealing a little of its cool, leaving a foggy print of breath. Behind you the room glows dimly, amber and violet pooling together, mixing like slow swirling liquor. A synth pulse beats beneath everything, gentle as a second heartbeat, aligning with the rise of your shoulders. You turn in lines of light, travel across your collar and jaw, sketching luminous paths for my hands. Words arrive like distant signals, broken into tender fragments, enough to guide but never to explain. Distant and chime like above the bass, scattering tiny stars around your hair. The crescent hangs like a question mark, curved and curious in the sky, waiting patiently for answer. Drums tick in soft side stick patterns, polite but instantly steady, inviting subtle swaying confessions from our hips. Your laughter spills into the rhythm, ringing crystalline in the half-dark, echoing longer than any snare. My mouth follows a trail of light across your throat to your shoulder, tasting the border between warmth and chill. When the final harmony unfurls, shimmering and folding back inward, us pressed close against the glass. The night outside remains enormous, but inside this narrow echo chamber we orbit one small glass moon together. Falls like gentle fabric, laying dark layers over the floor, while your ankles gleam in scattered light outside. The thin moon watches calmly, a silent boat on an ink sea, sailing slowly above our breathing. Guitar notes fall like small droplets, each one sending ripples through silence, circling your name again and again. Your fingers toy with the pillow's edge, tracing invisible stories in cotton, while your eyes write others on my skin. A hush lives between our sentences, rich and heavy as red wine, sweetened by your almost hidden smile. Bass flows and patient currents, rising whenever you exhale, sinking when my hand discovers new terrain. closer and the air thickens, turning from cool glass to warm water, inviting every nerve to drift. The crescent sends a fragile shimmer, resting softly on our joined hands, blessing every unhurried expiration. Drums whisper with brushes and rims, decorating the emptiness with sparks, guiding our bodies through the slow tide. Essence swells like underwater light, pale and shifting beneath the jazz, coloring your shoulders with phantom blue. Lips meet in the room, narrows shrinking gently around our heat, until nothing exists beyond your side. When everything finally grows quiet, even inside our hearts, the tide leaves us tangled and shining on the shore. Curtains barely frame the skyline, a thin blade of brightness slipping in, resting quietly along your spine. The night is not yet over, only thinning at the fragile edges, like ink washed with careful water. Your voice moves slow and sleepy, tasting of dreams and citrus, hovering somewhere between word and sigh. Fingers trace the path of light, following every gentle curve, mapping constellations no one else will read. Bass notes bloom like low thunder, round and honey beneath the chords, holding us in their patient gravity. A distant train calls and fades, leaving rails of echo and metal, another rhythm underneath our own. You breathe my name in fragments, breaking it into softer pieces, placing each one against my name. Time unbuttons itself around us, minutes side into the floor, pulling beside abandoned thoughts and clothes. The crescent outside hangs quieter, thin as a secret we almost told, bright as the warmth we did not hide. Your laughter curls into the shadows, playful, fragile, deliciously slow, like smoke, learning how to dance. Every touch becomes a question, every answer glows along your skin, written in heat instead of ink. We do not rush the silence, we decorate it with heartbeat patterns, small pulses of tongue and hand. When the morning finally arrives, it will find us still unfolding, half awake and fully burning inside. A line of silver splits the dark, laying a quiet meridian through the room, passing softly over your bare feet. You sit cross-legged on the bed, wrapped in a thin loose shirt, glowing gently where the light discovers skin. Saxophone murmurs from the speaker, round and breathy in the hush, drawing invisible circles around our shoulders. Your eyes follow dust in the beam, tiny planets drifting lazily, orbit in the space between our knees. Every inhale pulls the world closer, every exhale lets it fall away, until only this shared longitude remains. Piano notes land like raindrops, patient and evenly spaced, soaking slowly into the cotton silence. I reach out and tilt your chin, aligning your gaze with mine, bringing our separate nights together. The crescent outside slides westward, but its echo stays on your lips, brightening every slow, deliberate kiss. Drums are barely even present, just soft brushes on the edge, enough to remind us time still moves. Bass lingers under everything like heat, hidden but undeniably there, humming satisfaction along our spines. You whisper something about tomorrow, but the word melts on your tongue, replaced by the urgency of now. Our shadows stretch and intertwine, crossing that silver meridian repeatedly, erasing the border between yours and mine. When the music finally dissolves, we are left in pulsing quiet, held together by one's shared tender line. Lamplight spills in amber circles, painting halos on the wooden floor, stopping just before the waiting window. Beyond the glass a pale arc lingers, hanging like a half-kept promise, thin and bright in smoky air. Your silhouette moves through those circles, entering, leaving, returning again, a private eclipse choreographed to jazz. Piano chords bloom then vanish, Soft petals on the evening's pulse, leaving perfume of harmony behind them. You speak in low descending phrases, each word sliding down my spine, settling somewhere tender and unguarded. Bass hums like a quiet engine, driving the room without insistence, keeping our bodies barely above stillness. The rhythm brushes against our ankles, coaxing them into subtle swings, turning small steps into intimate orbits. My hands rest at your waist, feeling gravity redefine itself, shrinking the universe to this velvet radius. The crescent outside tilts slightly, as if listening for our whispers, eavesdropping on every shared breath. A trumpet line rises and falls, soft as a lover's apology, fading into your hair as you turn. Your eyes catch and hold the light, transforming it into something molten, pouring it slowly between our lips. Silence drops after the final chord, but the echo lingers in our skin, a secret tempo we keep inside. When you finally rest your forehead against mine in fragile stillness, the whole night curves gently around us. The ceiling fades into soft twilight, colored faintly by the sleeping city, while your shoulders glow in borrowed light. A narrow arc peeks through the blinds, slicing darkness into tender ribbons, laying them gently across your back. Saxophone notes float near the window, slow and syrupy as honey, dripping down the chill glass. Your laughter leans against the music, low and a little shy, steadying itself on every passing chord. My hand travels your silhouette carefully, tracing where shadow meets illumination, learning the edges of this quiet storm. Bass murmurs like a distant tide, rolling under our tangled breathing, pulling everything closer to its center. You tilt your head and time fractures, stretching one heartbeat into many, each one filled with different possibilities. The crescent above becomes our compass, pointing toward unnamed desires, charting constellations on your luminous silence. So we speak in gentle pressure, in lips and fingers, in patient pauses. Drums brush the night's soft canvas, drawing circles nobody else can see. Encouraging hips to answer slowly. A patch shimmers like distant aurora, casting invisible colors around us, turning the room in a moving sky. You whisper something into my collar, more feeling than language, sinking through fabric straight into bone. The horizon between sleep and waking settles delicately in your eyes as you pull me deeper into it. Sex phrase fades, we remain suspended in its afterglow, hovering weightless on the silk horizon. Your profile rests against the window, fine and fragile as porcelain, outlined soft by the thinning night. City lights blur into watercolor, smearing gold and violet streaks, framing your reflection beside the moon. Steam curls from the forgotten cup, rising like a quiet spell, wrapping us in faint vanilla ghosts. The road's chord shivers gently, liquid and glassy beneath your side, dripping harmony across the dim room. You turn and every small movement sends ripples through the shadows, like pebbles thrown into velvet water. Our knees touch under the blanket, an accidental promise of more. Warm sparks traveling upward in silence. The crescent hangs just out of sight, but its borrowed glow remains, resting tenderly on your parted lips. Drums tap, careful heartbeats, soft brushes on the snare, aligning perfectly with your slower breathing. but perfectly understood, floating between us like suspended smoke. Fingers slide along your wrist, counting the seconds of our nearness, losing track somewhere around forever. A distance in swells and fades, tidal and tender in the background, turning the air to shimmering glass. You lean into the lingering chord, shoulders easing into my chest, fitting there as if predetermined outside. Sirens briefly bloom, then vanish, leaving the night even quieter, framing our closeness in deeper hush. When you finally close your eyes, the room itself seems to exhale, holding us like a secret piece of porcelain. In gentle waves, walls expanding with each exhale, shrinking softly when our lungs surrender. A broken line of distant light curves across the wooden floor, trembling faintly when your footsteps pause. You stand half wrapped in darkness, half painted with that silver blush, a living horizon between shadow and glow. Upright base walks in lazy circles, tracing our orbit round the bed, never hurrying, never quite resolved. Your voice is low and smoky, sliding over the melody like velvet, bending notes the way you bend time. Trumpet answers from the corner, soft as a secret thought, gliding across the haze of chords. My fingers follow your heartbeat's rhythm, matching its quiet acceleration, feeling the hidden syncopation of one. Outside keeps its distance, a thin spectator above the roofs, yet every pulse in here belongs to it. You lean closer and the air thickens, heavy with jasmine and electricity, making each shallow breath feel profound. Our silhouettes merge on the far wall, single figure swaying slowly, dancing to music only we can hear. of silence, whispering patterns on metal rims, coaxing hips to answer in kind. We do not need to speak. The groove has already translated everything, turning shy thoughts into confident motion. When the last chord finally falls, it lands between your open hands, glowing like a captured fragment of moon. A narrow beam cuts through the dark, laying a pale road across the bed, stopping shyly at your bare knees. Dust turns to floating stars, drifting in that silver current. Galaxies between our tangled limbs. Your breath paints circles in the air, small invisible halos around my name, fading slow but never disappearing. Strings glow like candle wicks, each note a tiny confession, sliding along the curve of your shoulders. The city hums beneath the window, muffled elevators and distant engines, a low choir blessing our secrecy. Your eyes hold borrowed moonlight, soft and dangerous at once, promising storms behind their sleepy calm. Lips meet in patient syncopation, tasting of midnight tea and desire, lingering more than any spoken phrase. The crescent above is watchful, a sharp smile carved in darkness, approving every stolen inch of closeness. Bloom along your collarbone, opening like nocturnal flowers, releasing scents of sweat and memory. My hands travel careful pathways, guided by the rhythm of your pulse. rounded shoulders, half a moon caught in glass. Streetlights breathe in distant rhythm, slow as your pulse under my hand, slower than the ticking clock. Shadows pour like smoke around us, pooling softly in forgotten corners, hiding everything except our eyes. Your whisper drifts across the sheets, warm and weightless, almost hesitant, then blooming brave between our mouths. We trade is glowing, pale reflections of that hanging curve, a secret lantern cut in sky. You laugh low, barely forming words, the sound already half remember, like perfume on an empty chair. Fingers learn a patient language, sketching futures on your skin, erasing hours we no longer need. Somewhere a saxophone is sighing, thin and tender from another room, folding time into liquid blue. Catching fragments of the muted glow, like water poured along your throat. The world outside keeps revolving slowly, but our orbit shrinks to this distance, this arm's length of humming air. Silence grows lush and generous, filled with phantom possibility.